Chargers and all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys holding their own 6-2 over their last 8. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The number 1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 13 carries, 73 yards. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he did.
Shotgun now for Lance. Complete to McConkey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
First down, Los Angeles.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. Lance now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
First down, Chargers.
On the give, it's Vidal. And they'll get this down to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Vidal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Chargers 7.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
3rd and 9 here. From the gun, here's Ward. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Off to the races. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Ward. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Play action now. Ward swinging this out for Pollard. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 2nd down.
Throwing now, Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. So no gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off of play action, and here's Lance. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And this one finds McConkey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. And the
From midfield, here's Lance. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And now here is Conklin. And down he goes He's taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Los Angeles.
They'll run with Vidal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, Lance. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Sebastian Joseph Day drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
A short throw taken in by Conquo. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Titans first down.
On the draw, it's Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Titans are 5-3 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Deshaun Hand. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Brings up second down.
Throwing is Ward. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half runs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. King Ward with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
It's a pickup of 6.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
36-yard line.
Second down and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Wide open, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
First down, Chargers.
To throw, it's Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 23, this is second and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He gets away from one. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
In motion left comes Williams. Again, it's Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. In motion right, that's Williams. Here's Lance. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Lance going to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Lance. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ward. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Ward. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
Back to throw. Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights him off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now we know Lance can run it. He shows you there. Nice play. 1st down.
1st down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And Lance now to throw. That one complete to McConkey.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up
From the gun on 3rd down. Lance. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Draymond Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
24-yard line.
Here's Ward. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 14. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He was brought down by Kevin Winstead. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At his 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Still 3rd
Stay
down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Over the middle, he has a Cockrell. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. More. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Ward. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, Ward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. To throw is Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
To the air again, Ward. Now throw on on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now one score. 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
First down, Los Angeles.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On play action, Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 37.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
17 more yards. That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.